Hello divas, dudes, and dolls, I'm Caricature and we are back for my third video in this look to go over our sexy, scintillating, and scandalous spy season of Drag Race UK Series 6. We have this sort of James Bond kind of theme, which I think is very cute, very fun, very flirty. And there's some good looks here. And the queen whose name I'm not excited about because I know for a fact people are going to mispronounce my name even more than they already do because of her being on the show. So yay me. Anywho, with that being said, let's get into how this show works. If you watched my double feature episodes for Philippines or Global All-Stars over the last couple weeks, you know the tea. You know I've been traveling. You know that's why we've got them doubled up, but you also kind of know what's been happening. So we're just going to get into how this show works and dive right in because I've got a lot of editing to do tonight after I finish recording these and a suitcase to pack for traveling again this weekend. Yahoo! Busy, 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 me, that's what my life is now. If I think that a look is good but doesn't blow me away, we give it an okay. If I think the look is fantastic and I love it, we give it a slay. And if I don't like a look for any reason, I give it a nay. And it's all in efforts to find my weekly slay of the day, or my favorite look out of all the ones I'm reviewing, and then we put that look head to head each and every week, kind of All-Star 6 lip sync tournament style for the comeback, against whichever look is my slay of the day for the next episode, and whichever look maintains that top spot by the end of the season when we have a crowned winner, I am going to do a full illustration of, and you can get sneak peeks over all the illustrations of all the other Slay of the Season things that I've got coming, that I've been working on as much as I can in between everything else going on over on Patreon. You can also join over there for free to jump into discussion threads on every episode as much as I can. Now that I'm not traveling, I can get back into doing all of that. Let's dive into these new queens. Okie dokie, first up we have Octavia. I love the A incorporated into this eye makeup. So cute. I actually really like this whole hairstyle too. It's very punky, it's very fun. I think the whole aesthetic works for me. I think the dress itself, kind of bland, not that exciting, but I like the coat. I love and appreciate the fact that the coat is also lined. I love a lined moment. But I think this is interesting and I think her personality is very silly and very goofy. I'm excited to see what she does on the season. I'm gonna give this a slay. Next up we have Chanel O'Connor. I think this look is really classically beautiful. I love so much that this like veil that's attached to the hairstyle wraps around and attached to the wrists. It's very glam, very sleek, very chic even. And I think that the sheer fabric is really flattering on this whole aesthetic. The ruching, the draping of the fabric, especially the skirt, is really beautiful as well. And I love how gorgeous this little hairstyle is. The whole thing is very classic beauty, and I am a fan of that. I'm gonna give this a slay. Really the only thing is that I think her top lip is a little too large compared to her bottom lip, but other than that, I'm excited to see what she does. I like her personality a lot. UK folks and internet, everybody, let's make one thing clear here. While her name and my name are very similar in spelling, she has two R's and a pronounced H. I do not have a pronounced H. I get her drag name is a charity pack. But I swear to God, if I hear people call me Caricature one more fucking time, I'm gonna see the color of this garment. Saying her name is gonna be kind of triggering a little bit for me. So let's get into Miss Chera's look here. It's cute. I like the top of it a lot. I really like this like big poof and the dangly bits coming off of it. The hair's cute. It's fine, doesn't blow me away. The makeup's fun. I wish the dress had been a full gown. I don't like the shoe with this. I think had the dress been a full gown or with like a flared, like a trumpet skirt or something, it would have been a more successful look. But it's not bad. I'll give it a slay. Next up we have Daa Garbo, who I cannot believe is almost 50 years old. She looks incredible. I loved the burlesque look here, and I think of all of the queens, she pulled some of the best silhouettes in the promo video with like the white circle thing, that the very classic Bond film stuff. I thought that was gorgeously placed. You can tell she's a seasoned stage girl. She knows how to work her angles. I think for a promo theme, this really gets across what her vibe is, that she's a very classic, sexy, pinup burlesque girl. So she's gonna know staging, she's gonna know timing, she's gonna have that kind of sensual style of performing that I'm excited to see brought to the Drag Race UK stage. So, for me, this is successful. I really love the coat more than anything else here. The detailing in the bra panty corset set can be a little tacky, but I'm not mad at it, so I'm gonna give her a slay. Next up, we have Kiki Snatch. I love the heterochromia moment with this eye situation. It's very cute. I love the hair on her. I think the idea of this deconstructed suit is fun. However, I don't really like the execution of it that much. I wish there had been a little more exaggeration throughout it, or that it had just been a full suit that was just detailed and bedazzled the hell and back. Because this is like your first impression moment, you know? This is your time to really let the audience and the world know what your drag is and what you do. And this tells me she's probably gonna be a bucker. She's probably gonna be like a performing girl, which is cute, fun, love that. I don't find this look incredibly memorable. Like the looks that we remember from these promos are the ones that are more exaggerated, have weird silhouettes, cool stuff going on. And this look is kind of milquetoast for me. So I'm just gonna give it an okay. Then we have Kiran Thax. This look, from the silhouette alone in the promos, had me sold. Like the transparent bits on the shoulder when it's backlit for a silhouette situation like that looks so cool, so filmic, and I love the detailing of the whole thing. I do wish that it was like all attached, you know, like the little hip pieces. I wish it was all attached to the pant and it was all like one big thing, but I'm not mad at it. These shoes are insane, absolutely insane. I love a long nail. I don't mind the sculptural hair. I do hate the back of it. But other than that, I think it's really good. This is one of my favorite looks out of the promo. I think her personality is very silly, very goofy. She's another one where I think her top lip is a little bit too overdrawn, but I'm also not incredibly angry with it because her eye makeup is so large that it kind of balances it back out. I'm gonna give this a slay. Then we have Lavois, who I think has one of the more classic Bond villain kind of energy moments in this piece, in this look. Who I think has a look that kind of does read as a more classic Bond villain, like more like a Sean Connery era Bond villain, which I enjoy. I think the hair's cute. I love, though, the embellishment on this gown. That's the best part of it through the bodice. I wish there was some embellishment carried through into the skirt, but I think the collar's cool. I think the red dissipating out into the black is done really well all throughout the top of this. I think it is, though, a look that does read significantly better from the waist up than the waist down. I'm not mad at it. I'm gonna give her a slay. Then we have Lil. And I love me a Manchester girl, don't get me wrong. But this I don't like. I don't like this look at all. It's an interesting silhouette from the front. Not my favorite sort of drape. I really, though, hate the stole. Like, if you're gonna do a stole for drag, and you're gonna do, like, something that's just longer than a normal stole, like, I want volume. Had she had this sort of dress with, like, a huge fur coat cape thing, I think it would have worked. That's really the one element from a styling point that takes the look down a lot for me. I'm not crazy about the fabric choice either. The print is fine. It's more so like the texture of the fabric. It just kind of gives me couch vibes, like furry couch vibes. But with her tattoos and everything, her proportions, she does very much give pinup, which I think works. I'm just gonna give this look overall an okay though. Then we have Marmalade, who I am very excited about. This look in silhouette is another one that I was really taken by in a good way. The headpiece is gorgeous. It creates such a pretty drape. And I love how old Hollywood her makeup is. So much. I think everything about this gives Ziegfeld Follies. It gives 1930s cinema. I'm a fan. I'm a big, big fan of this. The drape on everything is correct. And there's a lot of girls this season, herself included, who are sewers and seamstresses and designers. So I think she's gonna be one to watch out for on the runway. And I think she's gonna do her drag family pretty proud. For me, this is a slay, which is a surprise because I don't like this color. As a personal objective fact, I don't like this color. But on her, it looks great. And it's detailed and styled well. Definitely a slay. Next up, we have Relisa Slaves. Wonderful drag name. And you can definitely tell she's a Rihanna girl. With the hairstyle and everything, she really does give Rihanna. I think the stole here is more successful than Lil's stole. However, I don't like the stole in terms of color palette with everything else. And the dress is just kind of fine. Like, it's a cute silhouette, but it doesn't blow me away. And then when we get into the jewelry, I don't totally think the jewelry goes with everything else. It's a safe look. But when this was the opening look of the promo, I'm not gonna lie, I did get a little worried that like this was gonna be a high point. But it's fine. It doesn't blow me away, but I think she's gonna be way better on the show than what this look is giving us. For me, this is just okay. Then we have sakiu, who I think has a more interesting look underneath the coat than the coat. I like the hat. I like the headpiece. It's a cool silhouette. I think that the coat itself is a fine piece on its own. I wish there was a little more glitz to it. I don't know. It feels like it's missing a wow factor for me. It's not bad. I think it fits the theme pretty well too. It's another one that I'm just gonna give an okay to and move on. And then finally we have Zahira, whose look is another one of my favorites, I think, out of the whole promo. It's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. You know, I'm a sucker for a high pony, but this color is divine on her. And for a look that's basically a corset with 2 giant feathers attached, like in the front, it works really well. I love the drape of the train in the back. I love the styling and the jewelry detailing. It's really well done. The whole look is really beautiful. And I think it's got enough variance in blue tones. It doesn't all look like it's one thing. It photographs well. And the shoe's cute too, honestly, with this look. I like that it kind of pulls out a little more of those teal tones that we get in some of the feathers. So for me, successful look. Gonna give it a slay. And now it's time to pick my slay of the day, my favorite look out of the entire promo. I have a few that are pretty high up there, but there is one look to me that top to bottom stood out among the rest. And that look is from Marmalade, or Marmalade, if you're British. I'm really excited to see what she brings to the runway. I think it's gonna be fun. I think it's gonna be flirty. And that's what we're here to talk about. And if you give me a fashion girl, I'm gonna be a fan. So let's see if it holds up on the actual show. Now, as always, if you enjoyed the content, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, all those lovely little things. We will be back when the season premieres, basically every week, as much as I can, to go through every one of these runways. I cannot wait. And hopefully they don't try to do what all these other seasons lately have been doing and kill me with multiple looks right off the gate, or a ball with the full cast. I don't think I can do another one. As always, we'll see you in the next one. Be sure to go out there, stay kind, stay queer, and make sure that your day is very slay.